If you've been wondering why you haven't been monetizing your audience, why you're not getting sales, why people aren't reaching out to you, you have to put content out there to show them that you are the person that they can come to. First, they have to know you, then like you, then trust you enough to give you their hard earned money. Every customer has a journey before they even engage with any of your content. Like it, comment. Most importantly, go to the link in your bio, get a freebie that you have, buy your offer, reach out to you by DMs to work with you. They have to know you, like you, and trust you before they get to any of that. What you're doing with attraction marketing is magnetizing these customers so they can do all of those things on their own. No pushiness from you. There's a process for that. First, they're strangers to your brand. At that point, they're unaware of you. Most times they're unaware of a problem that they even have. And if they're unaware of a problem, most likely they don't even know that they have a solution to that problem. At the awareness stage, if you're looking to get more visibility and get more awareness, you're going to be keeping this in mind about your customer at that stage of the journey. So here's different content types that you can create to cater to that. These words are so freaking small. Let me see what I put here. In the awareness phase, the different types of content are going to be problem awareness, usually content where you're making them aware of a specific problem that they have. Mistakes, making them aware of different mistakes that they're probably making. Myths and misconceptions, different myths around a specific topic that you talk about in your content. Inspiring them and motivating them based on that specific topic that you want to create content around. Giving them tips, tricks, and hacks. And storytelling is a little bonus. I feel like storytelling can fit into either one of these categories, but we'll talk more about that later. And this is where, if you're a logical creator, you're going to come in and be like, okay, here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go and pick one of these content types and I'm going to create something from that. Based on data, you'll go look up SEO keywords, pick a topic, and boom, start creating your content. But if you're more intuitive and more emotional, then you're going to create that emotional content. So storytelling is going to be the content that you'll lean more towards. And storytelling is that special content because you really can do all of this with storytelling. You're just putting yourself in that place, or maybe telling stories about people you know or different people that you've worked with, things like that. And then once we get to the middle of the funnel, this is where you're usually growing your community. You're trying to get more engagement. You're kind of nurturing them in a sense. And at this point, the people in your audience are still kind of not familiar with you, but they are intrigued based on the content that you've already posted. They're aware of a problem at this point and maybe even be aware of a solution. But the problem is, and the reason why it probably isn't connecting is because they're not aware that you provide a solution to their problem. You're going to be creating content on this part of the journey that's going to let them know, like, hey, I am the person that you need to come to for this problem that you have. There's content types that align with this part of the customer journey as well. The common questions, this is where the data and the logical comes in. Computer screen's going off. This is where the data and the logical content comes in. Go and research your SEO keywords. Pull the questions that you know your people are out there searching, answer them in your own way. Solution awareness, making them aware of a different type of solution that you have, one of your offers, behind the scenes of that. You're kind of showing them your process. You're taking them through tutorials, actionable step-by-step, tangible things that they can do to help them resolve that problem that they have. Most likely it's not going to give them the whole thing because, again, you want them to come to you to be like, hey, come to me to help you with this problem. I'm going to give you a little bit, but if you really want to get this problem solved, come to me. And also, I want to mention for those of you that are probably scared to put that out there, the only way that people are going to know is if you tell them. So this is where you're going to tell people, And I put this in this framework here. So this is the middle of the funnel. The things that you can do at this part of the journey is talk about the benefits of your offers, answer different questions, show them how your offer makes their life easier, use call to actions for them to work with you and engage further, lead them to a freebie, lead them to a series or a series of tutorials so they can go and binge your content. The last part of the funnel, of course, is the sales and the conversions. Most likely, if you're watching this, you have a business. If you're a content creator, this may not align with you, but you can kind of plug it in to create the type of content that's going to attract the brand that you want to reach out to you. And at this phase of the journey, they're familiar with you. They probably actually want to purchase something from you so they can get this problem solved. They're aware of your offers. They know it provides a solution to their problem. This is probably the point where they're going to DM you. Keep on creating content that's going to naturally lead them to do that and lead them into your offers, your link in your bio, your freebie, whatever it is that you have out there. Here's what you can put out there during the conversion phase. UGC content, which is content showing people in real life using your product or your service. Testimonials and social proof help them make a decision like, okay, somebody else got a similar problem solved by this person. I might want to reach out to them. Create behind the scene of you actually creating this product or this offer that you have, or somebody else on your team, somebody else using the offer. Create demos of your offer. Walk through it so people can see it. And storytelling, again, is an honorable mention. It can go with any part of the funnel. Now, I want to go back up so you can really understand this framework for the content funnel. Start with your goal. You start at your goals. Are you looking to get more awareness? Are you looking to get more engagement? Or are you looking to get more sales? The awareness is the top of the funnel, the engagement is the middle of the funnel, and the conversion is the bottom of the funnel. At each part of the funnel, your customer is going to act a certain way. We talked about those already, but you can look here to reiterate that. We also talked about the different content types for each part of the funnel. What I want to get more into is the content strategy for every part of that customer journey. For every phase of the customer journey, you're always going to be creating content that is going to hook people in. So when I say that, you are targeting your specific client. Targeting is magnetizing. You're letting them know right away, this is what this content is going to be about, and you're letting them know if this content is going to be for them. So you always want to use hooks, whether you say it out loud, something that's going to catch their attention, or put it on the screen. So when they go searching that in TikTok, Instagram, YouTube search bar, your content is going to come up. Put that in the caption, hashtags around their problems, desires, things like that. Always have a hook. To get more visibility and awareness, be real intentional with your content and choose those topics that are specifically related to their situation and things that they're interested in, and relate it back to your offers in some kind of way. And always, again, use call to actions, because this is going to engage people with your content to take the next step. Sometimes people aren't going to do it unless you tell them to. And then we're at the middle of the funnel here. You want to make sure that you're educating them at the middle of the funnel and making them aware of your offers by positioning your offer as a solution to their problems. Talk about the benefits that your offer provide, answer any questions that your audience has related to their problems. Actually talk to people in your content. Don't just show up, post the content, and go ghost. And talk about some of those limited beliefs that they have. Be a thought leader. Establish yourself as the authority by saying how you feel and possibly influencing their decision or changing their mind with your content. Show them how your offer is going to make their life easier. We want to naturally attract people, so all the information is there. They can make that decision decision on their own whether they want to work with you. In the last phase of the funnel, the sale, use the call to actions again, but really at this point, you really want to use call to actions to bring them to the next step. So you're going to be telling them to DM you, to have a private conversation. If they have any questions, respond back to them. If they comment on your post, tell them to DM you, tell them to book a call, lead them to your landing pages or your link in your bio, to your stories if you're on Instagram. If you're talking about a solution in your content with, hey, and I do have something specifically for people like you, and then talk about it a little bit and tell them where they can get that offer. Present it to them. Don't be scared to present what you have to them. You're a business owner, you're selling, point blank, period. If they don't like that, then they're most likely not the type of customer for you, because the people who have a problem that needs to be solved, they're going to be happy that you told them about this. Give as much details as you can in the conversion content so you can support them in purchasing whatever it is that you want them to get. We had a little technical difficulties last night, so I'm back today retrying it. We're wrapping up this framework for the content funnel. For conversion content, the very last thing that you want to make sure you're doing, because we all have this habit of saving content. We're going to be honest, how much do we actually really get back to? Think about that in your customers' target audience's position. If they save the piece of content that's going to help them with a problem, they're probably not going back to that. So you have to reiterate to them in your content, you don't need to save anything else. I am here for you right now to help you solve that problem. I have the resources, I have the product, I have the offer that's going to get you to that next step and get you to the place that you desire to be. Sometimes we just need that assurance, and we need somebody to remind us, like, you know what? I'm not doing anything and I'm in the same place that I was last year. So let me go ahead and do what I have to do so I can work with you. So hopefully this framework was very helpful for you. If you've been wondering why you haven't been monetizing your audience, why you're not getting sales, why people aren't reaching out to you, taking a look at this framework and seeing if, number one, you've been consistent, because you have to build authority. If you don't already have an audience of people that know you and know that you can solve a specific problem, then you have to be building your authority. So you have to be consistent with that. You have to put content out there to show them that you are the person that they can come to. Because remember, we're building the know, like, and trust factor. First, they have to know you, then like you, then trust you enough to give you their hard-earned money.